What's going on, guys? Sam from All checking in with you guys. You guys are doing well, doing terrific. In today's video, I am going to be sharing my top 4 tips that you need for you to have a successful fitness goal or fitness journey in the year 2020. I think we can all agree that one of the top goals a lot of people have, aka New Year's resolution, is fitness related, to get in better shape or to run a marathon, etc., etc. And I feel a lot of people have not been successful because they don't have a good plan in place, or maybe just don't know, maybe they just don't know. Excuse me, I'm gonna have my coffee this morning. So I figured this video is very appropriate, obviously because it's the time of that year. And without further ado, let's get to it. My first tip, or my first tool that you need to help you accomplish your goal, your fitness related goal in 2020, would definitely be a smart watch. I am wearing a smart watch, by the way. All the tools, all the tips I'm giving will be linked in the description if you want to buy some. I do not get any sort of kickback. I just want you guys to know, where you can buy any of these items if you are interested. The first tool, like I said, is going to be a smart watch. Why I'm wearing one right now? I've always worn one. I love data. I love collecting data. The more data you have, the better you can make an educated guess on how progress or lack thereof you're making. The reason why you need a watch, especially this kind of watch, again, I'll put the link in the description, is the watch tracks your step, tracks calorie expenditure, etc. But solely I use the watch as a step tracker. Why do you want to track your step? One of the things that you are going to be seeing a lot throughout the year is cardio. People just want to aggressively cut a lot of macros or calories and do tons and tons of cardio. But one tool that a lot of people tend to miss is tracking your step. My goal for all my clients that I've worked with, or I will continue to work with, is to make sure they adhere to the plan and they're not a slave to a specific cardio equipment. My goal for most of my clients is to hit 10,000 steps a day. We might increase that as we go later on into the fat loss or the weight loss, but the goal is to hit 10,000 steps a day. And why 10,000 steps? 10,000 steps automatically puts you in that sort of active lifestyle range. And because you work out 5-6 times a week doesn't mean you're active. The definition of sedentary is if you sit at a desk for more than 5 to 6 hours per day, you probably in a sedentary lifestyle. So tracking your steps, making sure you hit that 10K steps per day definitely allows you to be more an active lifestyle. And what does that mean to you, that you might know what the difference is? You being an active lifestyle meaning you are actually expending a lot of energy that you are not aware of. A lot of people have been brainwashed thinking they need cardio, they need a specific cardio equipment, HIIT, LISS, or whatever you want to call it, to lose weight. But you can actually track steps and still lose weight. It's not sorcery. It's not magic. It's basic equilibrium. If you go from a sedentary lifestyle and say, okay, I'm going to start tracking my steps. I'm going to try to hit 10,000 steps a day. That automatically allow you expend energy. Walking around your apartment, picking things up, you are expending energy. And there's actually a cool article out there of a woman around the St. Louis area, 60-year-old lady, lost 60 pounds in a year, obviously by watching her nutrition. She did not hit the gym once by literally pacing around her apartment to hit 6,000 to 10,000 steps a day. Just to show you, you do not need to be a slave to a specific equipment. You can track your step and still, get the goal. And mind you, if you are getting 5,000 steps in and it's just not feasible for you, but I want my clients and people like you to attach that sort of mentality to, okay, I'm tracking my steps, that's something I gotta go in and do cardio. If you live in a nice neighborhood, if you live in a sunny, warm, walk-friendly neighborhood, unlike the Midwest when it's like cold this time of the year, go for a walk. Wake up in the morning, get your day started, go for a walk. If you're a mother, if you're a father, you have your kids like chasing around all day, those are step counts. Those are energy being expended. So having a watch definitely allows you to keep track of that and keeps you accountable. That is the number one tool. The second tool that you need is going to be a scale. This is a very touchy subject for a lot of people, especially females. I know a lot of females, based on the clients that I've worked with in the past, they are very reluctant to check on their weight. Obviously, for females, the weight tends to fluctuate more than male, just because you deal more with a lot of hormonal changes throughout the month, aka menstrual cycle. You are going to have those. You probably due to stress levels, cortisol levels spiking, your weight is going to be changing each day. And why you need this scale? Why you need a scale is because you need to track your weight on a daily basis. Yes, it might seem crazy for a lot of people. It might seem like so aggressive for a lot of people, just because they don't like to know what they weigh each day. But what you do not want to do is to attach the achievement that you made in a week, or lack thereof, by a single day weigh-in. Stay with me for a second. So you wake up on a Monday, you check your weight, good, and you're gonna wake up again on next Monday and check your weight, and that's gonna determine how much progress you made. But you have all these days in the middle that you could have been, let's say you started at 160 pounds, and let's say you've been hitting like 157, 58, 56. You have all these low weigh-ins that you're not aware of, and you wake up on the next Monday and you're weighing like 163, and you're like, whoa, what's going on here? I'm getting 3 pounds. But you have all these trinkets of information throughout the week that you're not tracking at all. So the best solution to that is you want to track your weight on a daily basis, and you want to have an average weight loss, because you want to have an average weight loss tracked for the span of a week. And you do not want to attach your achievement or your goals to a single day weigh-in. That is not the way to do it. That is not setting yourself up for success. So you need a scale to track your weight on a daily basis. The more data that you have, again, the more educated guess that you can have, the more reason you can put into your process and think, okay, actually I am making progression, and I'm not going to adjust or change anything drastically. That is number 2. Number 3, it's going to be a tape measurement. Why a tape measurement? So let's circle back to the weight. There are times where you're not going to be losing weight on a scale. So it can be a mind fuck sometimes, just because you are trying not to be so attached to the scale, which is okay. I am very notorious for that too. In fact, somebody like me, and I've been doing this for a while. So what you want to do is you want to have a tape measurement. What that does is you want to measure things like your waist, arms, neck, leg, bust, hips. You want to measure all those things, because there are times where you're not going to be losing weight, but you are losing some sort of fat. It's not sorcery. Some people might have sort of recomposition. I have my clients that I work with, I have them track their measurement on a weekly basis. This is not something you want to track every day, obviously. On a week-to-week basis, you want to take those measurements and track them, because there are times where on the scale you might not be losing weight, but you are losing fat. Again, just to understand, the change between having a weight loss goal and a fat loss goal is totally different. Ideally, I want my clients to focus on a fat loss goal, not a weight loss goal. And once you have that sort of clarity, it makes your goal a lot more clear. And going to number 4. Number 4 is you want to have some sort of fitness nutritional tracker. Again, back to the point I keep reiterating over and over again, the more data that you have, the better off you are. Data helps you make a decision. Data helps you make sure you're not driving yourself crazy. Data makes sure you're not spinning your wheels over and over again. You need to be accountable. You need to know exactly how many calories, how many macros, carbs, fats, and protein that you are ingested on a daily basis. And this allows you to make an adjustment. Let's say you're eating 2,000 calories per day, and you are tracking the steps, you're hitting 10K steps a day, and you're losing. Your goal to lose in a week is 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds, depending on how much fat you have to lose. And you are losing on a consistent basis 1.5 pounds, and you're going, nice and slow, nice and steady. But you are going to hit a point where you're going to stall. Your body's going to be acclimated to whatever changes that you've made, and obviously something's got to change. an input or an output. The input that you want to do, aka the amount of food that you ingested, and the output is going to be the amount of effort, aka cardio or expenditure that you put out there. So something's got to change when that occurs. When you want to change an input, aka food, you're better off knowing, okay, I'm eating 2,000 calories, so I'm going to do a 200 calorie deficit for this week and see if there's any changes. If there's no changes, and you come back the next time, okay, I'm going to increase my activity level, I'm going to increase my cardio, I'm going to increase my step count, just to make sure my output is increasing. So one variable is going to be changing at all times, and sometimes two variables might need to be changed just to make sure you are in proper position to hit your goals. So those are my top 4 tools or tips that you need to have a successful fitness goal in 2020. Of course, this might seem a lot of information for a lot of people out there, and if it is, I am a coach. There's a lot of coaches out there that can help you, and if you are interested, I actually have a subscription-based program, nutritional coaching 101, that literally gives you your nutrition plan, that gives you your training program for 4 weeks. Literally, it tells you step by step what you need to do, how much food you need to, a meal plan that you can pretty much customize to your own. So you know it's not one size fits all. If you and your wife decide you want to get on this fitness goal, you literally can go on, put all this information in, and it's going to literally tell you what you need to eat. And you can correspond with your wife. Your wife's menu might be different from yours based on your preferences that you put in while you are filling this information out. And if you are interested in that, again, it's a subscription based. You have no obligation to continue or not. It's a month-to-month basis. It gives you a plan, a goal to track and achieve for the next 4 weeks. And after you hit those goals in 4 weeks, you come back, put in your numbers, and it gives you the next step until you reach the goal that you want to reach. So if you are interested, the link will be in the description. The link also to these weight scales, a watch, or the kind of tape measurement that I use are going to be in the link in the description. My goal is to help as many people as possible to get fit, to get the best shape of your life, because I know what it feels like to look in the mirror and love the reflection of what you are seeing. And my goal is to help people know that feeling in 2020. So if you are interested, definitely look in the description. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this video, please comment, share, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.